If y'all know someone that needs the information, make sure you let them know. Go to bit.ly/King Ashley Ann, bit.ly/King Ashley Ann, bit.ly/King Ashley Ann. You can do anything. Grab your pens, grab your papers, grab your tablets, grab your recording devices, whatever it is that you use to take notes. Content is officially about to begin. If you do not know me, my name is Ashley Ann. I am an award-winning luxury event designer, but most importantly to y'all, I'm a biz builder. I broadcast typically Monday through Thursdays around 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tips and tricks to help you catch the coins, pay the foes, and all the money you're missing. I'm the late night business king in these streets, honey. I'm a king and a queen at the same dang time. Okay, bleep, bleep, bleep. I help you get this money, okay? All the coins, all the paper that folds, okay? All that money that you're missing, I try and help you collect it. That is what I do. I've been a small business owner myself for 13 years. I became an entrepreneur 9 years ago. That's when I started consulting and helping other people build their businesses. I have drop shipping stores. I'm a #1 best-selling author. Shout out to Kim Coles for allowing me to be a part of the Open Your Gifts project. I have a co-working space. I have a bunch of drop shipping stores. I have digital products. I speak, I train, I teach. I travel, I just be out here doing stuff. I have a bunch of revenue streams. And so I love helping other people figure out how to make money doing things that they like to do and that they love to do. So that is what I do. Now, as far as my receipts, my average client on LinkedIn is doing in between $17,000 and $28,000 a month. In Instagram land, I just gave y'all the rundown about, got a couple thousand people doing in between 4,000 and 6,000 a month, a couple hundred people doing in between 16,000, 32,000, 18 people doing 55,000 or more every single month. And Facebook land, I've helped about 2,000 of you guys monetize your accounts. My average in Facebook is $25,000 to $45,000 a month, and my rock stars doing between $75,000 and $125,000 in Facebook land. And Periscope land, I've helped about 400 of you guys secure the bag to the tune of $4,000 to $6,000 a month as well. I have 84 rock stars in Periscope land that doing between $10,000 and $30,000 a month. Y'all do me a favor, if you're in this broadcast, wherever you're watching me at, if you're in here and if I've helped you make some money, drop the money bags, the dollar signs, the credit card emojis, the little euro, yen, dinero. Like, let the people know we ain't new to this, we true to this. We get comments in these accounts, okay? And then with live streaming platforms in general, so that's going to cover Facebook Live, Instagram Live, live.me, you live, whatever, pick your poison. If there's a button, click it, okay, and we can go live. But I've helped about 400 people make in between $8,000 and $12,000 a month live streaming. So I'm not good at what I do. I'm gifted at what I do. Yes, y'all were ready for that. I am gifted at what I do. Okay, you can't catch it, y'all. Some of y'all don't understand. Some of y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Some of y'all picking up what I'm putting down, but that's real life. Everyone has gifts and talents, and some people are like, what? That's my gift. The same way some of you guys can sing or dance or draw. God gifted me very much in the areas of monetization, beautification, okay, business, beautification, and hospitality. And I've been able to use all of those to make myself a crap load of money. And I'm so excited that I've been able to help so many other people make a crap load of money. Thank you for everyone dropping all the money bags and the credit card emojis and all of that good stuff right now. I appreciate y'all so much. All the Kingdom members, y'all know what I want to see. Ready, 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 ready. Let me see a row of those comments. I cannot snap today because whenever I snap, it hurts my neck. So there's no snapping today. No snapping today. Snapper, no snapping. So I think this is going to take us today and tomorrow to get through this, if I'm going to be honest, because I do want to do my best to give y'all details about these things, and I want to answer as many questions for you as possible. And everyone, if you're wondering why I keep looking over to the right, it's because I'm a simulcaster. So I am on Facebook, Instagram, and Periscope all at one time. And so my chat boxes are in different places. So I have to look to the right to see my Facebook chat box tonight. So some people come in, they're like, why does she keep looking over? It's because I have to look and see my chat boxes. That's why. All right. So earlier I did a parking lot pimping on Instagram today, and I was talking about money. Okay, we were talking about money and what to do with your money. And there was a comment that caught my eye, and it made me shift my whole entire live stream setup for tonight. But I'm really happy that this person asked it, because I know that she was not the only person who is experiencing this problem. So if you feel compared to you know to if you feel compared, to stand in your truth, whatever it may be right now, I will encourage that. Okay, you are in a safe place. No one's going to make you feel bad, and I will be the first person to tell you that the first few years I was in business, I struggled with what we're about to tackle tonight, which is how to gain consistent clients. And so she asked, I was talking, I had y'all know I like never ever ever just have like stacks of cash. I really think it's like, that's not really my style. But I went in my purse today because I was on the way to the bank, and I had about $10,000 on me. Okay, and I was like, hey, check it out. I flipped it so y'all could tell it wasn't Monopoly money and all that good stuff. I did record parts of it. Some of y'all asked, could I leave it up, because y'all were like, y'all wanted to go back through and follow some of the things and start implementing it. So it is going to disappear in Instagram land, but I will stick a couple of pieces of it up on Facebook. Okay. So anyways, but this question that came up, okay, the question that came up, she was like, well, and it wasn't just her. I saw a few of them. I saw a few, and they were like, well, how do you determine how much you pay yourself? Because I was talking about what I did with my pay and how I divided up the money and where it went, so I can, start the process of building assets and building a retirement and, having a comfortable lifestyle and all that good stuff. And so she was, and then someone else responded, and they said, well, when you're a small business owner, this is where we're going next. Somebody else responded, and they said, when you're a small business owner, your money isn't consistent, so it's not possible to do this. And I was like, wait a minute, wait 1 second, like that's a whole lie. Everybody say lies. Lies. So if you are in the spot right now and your business, like the amount of money that's coming in is not consistent, if there's not a minimum, you should have a minimum amount every month that's coming in, right? Hopefully we're getting to the point where it's not consistent because you're growing. Like hopefully it should be an increase every month, but there should be a consistent minimum. Okay. If you're at a point right now in your business and if your minimums are not consistent, blink, 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 if that's not happening, okay, what I go ahead and drop a number two. Now, if you are in a place where it's pretty consistent, but you would almost say it's stagnant, almost like you're stuck, like you can't get to the next level, I want you to drop a number one, because the information that we're going to be sharing tonight and tomorrow is going to be primarily for you guys who you're getting sales kind of here and there, but you're not able to have a consistent amount of money come in. And then for the number ones of, hey, I'm making money, but I'm trying to scale or increase the amount of sales and clients I'm getting, and I'm having trouble doing that. If you're just starting up, and you like, I ain't even got one client yet because I'm just starting. I'm not going to give you the boot. This information will definitely be good for you. It will be useful for you. But a lot of times, if you're in the beginning phase to where you don't even have a client yet, a lot of times y'all are still working on development of your products and services, and maybe packaging, and also maybe like your identity or the message and the clarity and stuff like that. And you may have some of those things that you need to get worked out. And once you have a regular system, then you're going to start making like little sales here and there. So you definitely can take that information that I'm giving tonight, but you may have to put a little bit, you have to, it's like I'm gonna give you a hot dog and you're gonna have to put some mustard on it. Well, I'm lying. It's like today I'm gonna give you like the mustard and the relish, you know what I'm saying? And chili and cheese and whatever you like to put on your hot dog, but you may still be like, trying to get the hot dog off the grill or something. So anyways, thank you for all the ones and the twos. Okay. So the first thing that we need to do, and especially when we get into, I wrote down 13 ways that you guys, 13 ways or 13 things you can do to actually get yourself clients that are going to work. The very first one that I'm going to give is going to apply to everyone inside of the room. Those of you who have been with me for a while, y'all know what I'm about to say. Those of you who are new to me, eventually you're going to get tired of me saying this, but I'm never going to stop saying it because it is the truth. Targeting. Target, 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 target. Target, 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 target. You have got to learn, okay? You have got to learn how to target the right customer or client. I was super frustrated when I first started my business because I would get a lot of calls, I would get a lot of emails, but to be honest, they were from people who couldn't really afford my products and services. And it would be very frustrating to me to go through all this effort of putting together these consultations and putting together proposals and doing all of this work only for someone to say, well, that's outside of our budget, or, I'm not really ready for that right now, or, oh, do you have another price, or somebody can do it for this and that. And anyway, it was very discouraging to me, but I guess God put something in me to where I knew it was going to work out, but I did not quit. But this is what this is my analogy. Crack you up. Girl, my brain is on. But what happened is I would be seeing though other people working with the types of clients that I wanted to work with. Now, I was seeing them on TV and magazines. I didn't really personally know anyone inside of my market that was working with those types of clients, but I saw it, so I knew there was a possibility. And so instead of quitting, I started thinking to myself, and I was like, okay, so people like your stuff because they're calling, they're inquiring, but it's the wrong people that are calling and inquiring. And I got to figure out, how do I get to those people who can afford my services and products? Okay. So that was the first thing I had to do, was start thinking about where those people were hanging out. So I wanted to learn as much as possible about them. What grocery stores did they go to? What clothing did they like to wear? Who were their favorite designers? What hobbies did they have? What gyms were they going to? Where did they vacation? What television shows were they interested in? What other books or magazines or hobbies did they have? I learned as much as I could about those people. And so, and some of y'all are like, what? Why does that matter? It matters because the number one rule of marketing is be where your client is. And some of you guys are having issues with your sales because right now you're too broad. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to market everywhere. You're trying to be a mass marketer. That is what I was taught when I went to school as well. When I went through my entrepreneurship program and my master's studies, they taught me the same thing. They said, you be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You be on billboards, you be on shopping cart buggies, you're in mailers, you're in the neighborhood, you're on the radio, you get on the commercials. You know what I'm saying? They were like, you be everywhere. Well, the problem is I was spending, I probably have $40,000 to $50,000 a month in commitments for ads. And at the end of the day, though, it wasn't really people who could afford my services and products. I'm not going to bore y'all with the church fan story because I've told it several times before. I'm gonna give a real short version of it for the people who are new to me. So basically, there's this company at home. I'm not going to say their name. And so they came in and they were like, hey, you can pay us, I think it was like $12,000 or something like that. We're going to get you in front of 50,000 people inside of Central Arkansas. We're going to make sure we put you on the church fans. We're going to put up the pictures, the company name, and we're going to have you on our radio show, and we're going to send you to our newsletter, right? Again, I come out of school, everybody was like, market, 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 be everywhere, because when someone needs your products or services, you want them to think about you, right? You want them to think about you and your company and blah, 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 blah. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get over here and I am going to get on, I'm going to get over here and I'm going to do this and I'm going to pay this money. Okay, y'all. So this is the thing. I didn't think about the churches that the fans were going to. Majority of the people, even if they liked my product or service, they could not afford it. So now Right. Is so how did I afford that? Girl, I don't know. I've looked back to this day because I was not making money back then the way I'm making money now. I look to this day, I'm like, how the crap was I paying for this stuff? All I can say is there is a God. But I was maxing out credit cards. I was going through my savings. I had worked a job as a substitute teacher for a while to keep my business afloat. Like, I was doing what it took. But anyway, let me stay focused. So I'm on these church fans, and true enough, I'm going out to thousands of people, but I didn't know back then to ask what were the demographics, right? People will come to you all the time asking you to market like on their platforms, but if the demographics don't match your ideal customer, it's stupid for you to do it. You literally may as well go outside and just throw the money. You might as well like go outside into the woods and just throw the money in the woods and say, oh, leave it to the birds, because that's what you're doing. That's what I was doing. And so now I'm on these thousands of church fans, but these people can't even afford my products or services, right? And then it's not like I'm going over here to like they got me printed where all the mega churches are, and we have all these high net worth individuals that are, praising and worshiping there and paying their tithes. That's not where I was at. Okay. Number two, I grew up Baptist, okay? I don't know how many of y'all have ever been inside of a Baptist church, but there's really only two reasons church fans come out. They come out because people are really, really hot. And when people are hot, guess what? They are not in a happy mood. And they are not looking at what's on their fan, honey. All they're trying to do is fan and cool themselves out. The second time that the church fans come out is whenever a Holy Ghost fight break out. When the spirit hits and it's jumping from here to there and everywhere, and people out there fanning and dancing, ain't nobody looking at the advertisement on the fan. Okay? Third reason the fans come out is at a funeral. And people are hot and they are crying and they are distressed and they're in bereavement. So think about this. Do you really want people correlating your company with them either being hot or bothered or the loss of a family member? Holy Ghost fight, that may not be a bad thing to be correlated with, right? But the other two, like, really think about it. So I'm just trying to help y'all understand, because I don't want y'all to make the same mistakes that I made. And if you're making these mistakes right now, I want you to stop them, because it's not going to be beneficial to your business. So yes, I was pumping thousands of dollars into my advertising, but I was advertising to the wrong market of people. So this is why targeting matters. That $12,000 would have been much, 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 much more beneficial and much more useful for me if instead I had maybe sponsored a community event in a neighborhood that had the people that I wanted to be in front of, right? It would have been much more beneficial if maybe I went to some jewelers and said, hey, can I come in on the weekend? And I'm going to make bouquets for you guys, for all of your clients that get engaged. And I would like to add my card here. It would have been much right there. That money instead of on the church fans and they whack newsletter and the radio station. Blink, blink, blink that I had. I don't even know if they had 1,000 listeners on that station. Okay, like let's keep it funky. But I was doing what they taught me, which was be everywhere. And if you're everywhere, then someone may need your services and you want them to think about you. Okay, look, y'all. At the end of the day, for most of us, that is not going to lead to success. This is where target marketing comes into play. So if you know where your people grocery shop, if you know what radio stations they listen to, if you know what television shows they're watching, if you know what celebrities they like, especially because we live in the age of social media and CPC campaigns, which are cost per click campaigns, I can target based on interest. I can target based on celebrities. I can target based on blogs. I can target based on television shows. I can say, I want my ads to show up to anyone inside of Arkansas, Dallas, Georgia, Louisiana, because that's pretty much where I like to work at for the event company. I can say, I want my ads to show up in any of these states. And if they shop at Whole Foods and Kroger, and if they shop at Whole Foods, Kroger, and if they've been in a relationship for at least a year, or if they're recently engaged. And now my phone is ringing all the time with good candidates for me. I can go to the bigger bridal websites and online marketplaces, and I can target based on that, and I can get in front of girls who want to hire me and that can afford me. It's a totally different world. So the first thing I'm going to tell you guys to do is really, like, seriously, look and see where you're advertising at, and is this really your ideal audience? And if it is not, You need to, end those contracts as soon as possible, and you need to put your money and your time and your efforts towards getting in front of people who actually can afford your products and services. Okay, so that's number one. That is number one. Okay, blink, blink, blink. Everybody picking up what I'm putting down. We all picking up what I'm putting down. That is number one out of anything. That's for everybody. If you are trying to scale and grow your business, that means you already have customers. So you need to go and look at the pattern of what those customers have in common, and then you're gonna market with them. Okay, you're gonna market towards them. You can market on influencer pages. You can do CPC campaigns. You can, if they do watch a lot of television, if there's an artist they like, well, you need to go to Pandora and say, anytime somebody is on this artist station, I want my ads to show up. Right? That's how that works. Number two. The second thing that I want to cover with you guys tonight is your client processes. Oh, Jesus. I don't know. This client processes should have been its own thing. I'm a big believer in standards of procedures. Everyone say SOPs. SOP. Let me see SOP in the comments. SOP. SOP. Say SOP. By the way, if you don't know me, my name is Ashley Ann. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer. Most importantly to y'all, I'm a biz builder. I broadcast typically Monday through Thursdays around 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tips and tricks to help you catch your coins, pay for the foes, and all the money you're missing. Blink, blink, blink. And tonight we're talking about how you can gain consistent clients and customers, okay? Because we got bills we got to pay, okay? We got to live in these streets. And if this content I'm giving is helping you, share, okay? Don't be a hater. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell a pimp, tell a player, tell a helper, tell a hustler, tell somebody your downline, tell somebody your upline, tell somebody with a dream, tell somebody you want on your team, okay? Tell somebody about your girl. Send that, okay? Share, invite. So SOPs are your standards or procedures. Some of you guys are having trouble gaining more clients and customers because you are very random with the way that you're reaching people, and you're very random with the interaction that they will have with you. Some people will say, oh, they responded to me within 24 hours. Some people may say, oh, it took a whole 12 days for them to respond to me. That is not a good look. We want consistency. That's a part of helping you develop your brand, and that's a part of you getting your cash flow under control. At the end of the day, you should honestly know about how long it takes from the time someone sends an inquiry to your business, whether it's through the DM, an inbox, or a phone call, or whatever, how long it takes us to go from the process of someone inquiring from you to the point a contract is signed and a deposit is put down. Or if you're selling like individual items, like let's say you have a drop shipping store, or let's say you sell books or something, or maybe you have a boutique. You should know how long it takes from about the time someone knows that you exist until they actually become a customer. Same thing with digital products, same things for service providers, okay? How many of y'all, real life, give me a smiley face emoji. How many of you guys have actually ever sat down and you have either written it out or you've drawn it out using like little circles and squares and stuff, and you know how long it takes from the time someone sends you a message to the time someone actually buys something from you? How many of y'all know that? If you don't know, it ain't no shame. I'm not mad at you. If you don't know, give me a heart. If you know, give me a smiley face. If you have no idea, give me a heart, because we're gonna fix some stuff tonight. we gonna fix some stuff in your life tonight, because I do not believe that because you're a small business owner that you don't have consistent income, that you don't have guaranteed pay. Like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, lies. Yes, you do. Any other company that has employees, okay, they know. You know why they know? Because they have SOPs in place. Look at all the hearts. Look at all the hearts. Okay, so let's walk through some examples, and then y'all can modify this. I'm gonna go through some examples, and y'all can modify it based on your individual businesses. Okay. So the first thing first, I don't even want to get into awareness campaigns because we're going to talk about that. because it's that you don't have to do that, but you do. Okay. So first thing first, we want to think about how people contact you. Okay, how do people contact you? So are they using emails? Are they DMing? Are they ringing you up on the phone? um, are they meeting you out in public? Are their friends referring? Do you have friends or the clients or customers referring people? And so they're like sending you a text message in the middle of the night. I need you guys to write down how people are actually contacting you. How are people contacting you? Okay, that's going to be the first part. So if you're making a little diagram, you're going to make a big circle, or you can make a square if you're more partial to squares. And I just want you to put how people contact me. Make a circle, right? How people contact me in the inside, and then you can put little arms on your circle, right? And you can write all the ways that people contact you, okay? Now, if there is one form of contact that seems to be preferred by your audience members more than others, I want you to put a star by that. Some of you guys are kind of going to be even across the board, but for me, like in my event design and production company, for me, everybody's different. I have noticed that people actually, they go, they call me on the phone, and I pick it up. Those people, more of those people turn into customers and clients than any other form of contact we get. A lot of times when people slide into like our DMs, they're kind of flaky. Second for us would be people that actually take the time to send an email. So for me and my little standard of procedures, the phone call has a big star on it, and that's number one. And I like to encourage people to call me. So in a lot of our posts that you'll see on our Facebook page, I would say on our Instagram page, but I fell off a little bit. I ain't posted on Instagram in a minute, but I'm gonna be back on it this week on my Events by Ashley Ann page. But a lot of times you will see us dropping a phone number, because I know whenever people call me, those people, there's a higher rate of conversion of them turning into customers versus any of the other forms of communication that we get. We do get a lot of legitimate DMs and leads from our Facebook ads and from our Instagram pages for sure, and they convert at a good rate. I would say probably like 50% of them actually will pull up money and spend, but on the phone it's like closer to like 85 or 90%. So that's a big difference, right? So if there is some form of communication and you're noticing that people that come through this particular channel seem to be converting at a higher rate than other people, or you get more inquiries like that, put a star by it, because honestly, whatever you're doing, we're eventually going to need to increase those efforts so that we can pick up more sales and have more consistent clients. Okay, we're looking for people that are like that. Does that make sense? Blink, blink, blink. If you want to advertise inside of my broadcast, you can click the link in the bio. There's a big yellow button that says advertise and promo with us. If you drop another link that is not approved to here, you will be blocked. Blink, blink, blink. Thank you very much. I haven't had to make that announcement in a long time, just to let you know, okay? we don't do that in here. All right. All right. So the next thing, once we figure out how people are contacting us, you need to draw a little line, or it can be an arrow, and I need you to write response. Now, all of you guys are going to respond in different ways. It's okay, boo. All of you guys are going to respond in different ways, okay? If you respond, so for instance, with my event design and production company, and also with my biz building company, but both of them, I respond with questions. Many of you guys have contacted me before, right? And I have sent you back questions. So for instance, in the event world, the most frequent question I get is, how much does it cost? How much will this party cost? How much will this shower cost? How much will this wedding cost? Whatever they're having. I have a very standard response, because I know that's what people want to know from me, right? So I'm normally going to ask their name. I want a phone number. I want to know the date of their event. I want to know the city or the state they're in. I want to know the budget. I want to know a theme. And there's some other things that I want to know. Typically, for me, what I've seen is if people can answer these questions, then they're probably more serious, and they actually are looking to hire a designer or a planner, and they're not a tire kicker. It took me a couple years to figure this out, but once I figured it out, I ain't never went back. because I got tired again of wasting my time of putting together these proposals, answering 5 million phone calls for people, taking people for coffee and dinners and all this kind of stuff, and it never manifested into contracts, right? So my thing is like, if I'm gonna be doing all of this work, then I don't mind doing it for the right people, but I just can't be out here working for free. That's an expensive hobby at this point. So for me, I had to standardize my response. So if you come through our event through the DM, the email, or even on the phone, we got the same response for you. This is the information that we need to know. I am pre-qualifying clients. For the event design side, a lot of you guys have slid into my DM on the King Ashley Ann page. I'm going to read to you guys what I respond. If any of you guys want to use this response or make something similar to it, because it has some very distinct parts, you're more than welcome to. Okay, I'm going to read it to you. I don't see a point in hiding it because a lot of you guys have seen it before. Okay, so here is my response. Howdy, I have tons of free courses and classes. Just click the link in my bio. I also do free trainings Monday through Thursday around 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. I have digital products that range from $7 to $297. What in particular do you need assistance with? I have several courses and academies throughout the year that will range from $497 to $5,500 as well. Academies are small groups and are 6 to 12 weeks long. Lastly, we can work together one-on-one through a laser session, which is $825, or 90 to 120 days of biz building and consulting, which begins at $13K. That is because a lot of people pop in and they say, how do I get started? Where do I need to start? How much does it cost to work with you? So what this response does, I greet people and tell them hello. I also let them know that I have something for free right off the bat, so you can go over there and work on that. So now there's a list building mechanism inside of there. Then I tell them when they can catch my live streams. So I'm giving you the free 99, and I'm also letting you know that I have things for pay 99, because as soon as I tell you that you can get a free course and I have free trainers, I turn around and tell you I also have digital products that range from $7 to $297. So now I'm going to help people automatically establish if they can afford my services or not. I'm not finna get on the phone with you. This ain't no offense to y'all. I know y'all love me. I know y'all know I love y'all. There's only one of me, and I only have so many hours in the day. There's only one of y'all, and y'all only got so many hours in the day. If you know that if you want to work with me one-on-one, you need to have at least $825 for a laser session, right? And you know your budget, the way you're set up, you got $75 that you can spend on your business education this month. That means you need a digital product, right? So I'm already letting people know, here are my prices. Now, some people are going to tell you not to do that. There's a great debate about this as far as businesses, if you should let people know your prices or not. I don't mind letting people know my prices. I seem to be doing just fine. You know what I'm saying? I seem to be doing just fine. Let people know the prices because it's pre-qualified clients and we're not wasting one another's time. So, and I ask people, from there, like, how do you want to work together? And people can respond and they'll say, well, I need help getting more customers. Or some of y'all will say, I need help with my content, or I'm trying to build up my followers. Or some of y'all will say, I'm sucking it up at ads, and I heard that you can help me with ads. And then I say, yes, I have this small group for ads and I have this digital product. Which one, do you prefer, or what's more in line with your budget? And people will tell you, okay, well, if your budget is $75 for something, or you got $100, let me do a rundown of the digital products I have that can help you. And then in the future, these are the small groups that I have, and this is the price point for these, and here's the payment option breakdown. Are you interested in it? If somebody says, I want to do small group, I want to work with you one-on-one, okay, well, we need to schedule a call to see if we're a good fit for one another. Before you send me this money, let's schedule a call together. That's in Ashley Ann's head, right? That's my standard of procedure. So that's how I determine if I'm working with someone one-on-one or not, or if they need a digital product. If you need a digital product, that is how it goes. Okay. You send me a DM. That was the initial contact. I gave you the initial response. You responded back with it. I responded to you with what product you needed, or if we needed to have a call. If we have a call, I'm then going to send you, I'm sorry, I'm moving too fast. I'll go back and break it down. I'm then going to send you a link, right? You're going to click it. We're going to do an agreement. There's going to be a deposit, bada boom, bada bang. You my client. We're going to start working together. Just like that. Okay? That's how it works, okay? So you need to figure out what your standard response is, right? So I shared with you on the event design and production company, because that's 100% service. There are no digital products. If you come to Events by Ashley Ann and you want, some amazing, a beautiful, gorgeous, over the top event, whether it's a corporate event or a social event. This weekend I'm doing a corporate event for one of the hospitals in town. And then I'll turn around and I'll do a baby shower on Sunday. So that's a personal event, right? So whatever it is, people come to me though, because they want things to look a certain type of way, and they know I can deliver that, right? So that's completely service-based. There is no digital product, and that is all high end. Okay, blink, blink, blink. I don't have a $97 product in my event design and production company. I ain't got a $1,000 product over there. When people come to me for personal events, even if they're on a budget for flowers by the dozen, those girls are spending anywhere from $5,000 to $7,500 with me. That's lower tier. Do you have a class for starting an event planning business? Roz, I used to have a free training on there. I think we're gonna put it back up because I had to take a break. I had to let something go last year, but I'm gonna bring Allure back, and I'm trying to figure out how am I gonna fit Wedding Wednesdays back in my schedules, because once a month is just not enough for it. You know what I'm saying? So I got to figure out how to do it, or maybe if I do it once a month and then like put it in a blog or something so people can go and keep rewatching it. I don't know, Roz. I'm trying to figure it out. But yes, I have a lot of classes that are for people who are in the event industry. But anyways, yeah. So does that make sense to y'all? So you see, so on that side, 5 to 7 is the minimum. Most of my clients that come to me with their events, they're going to have budgets of $35,000 or more for whatever the event is. Most of them, not all of them, but most of them. Most of my clients range from 35 to 275 for their event budgets. Okay. On the King Ashley Ann side, I have services and I have digital products over there. You understand? So that's why that response is totally different, because someone may come and they may need a digital product, and then someone may come and say, nope, I want to work together one-on-one. What are your options? And if I can give you the price, and some people tell me, they're like, ooh, my budget is not set up for that right now, but give me a couple months and I'm gonna come back. And then they'll say, okay, I can't work with you one-on-one. That's outside of my budget. And then I'll say, well, hey, I have these small group programs coming up. Instacoin is coming up. That may be more up your alley and more affordable, and come through that and do Elite. And they go, oh, that's awesome. Yes, I can do that, right? Because Instacoin Elite is like $25.97 total versus spending $25.97 a month. So now you can work with me for 12 weeks and you're paying $400 or $500 in installment instead of paying almost $3,000 in installment every month. There's a big price difference. So there's a trade-off. Like, yeah, it's small group, but we can get you what you need. And people go, that's dope. That's great. That's a good fit for me, right? So everyone is different. And a lot of my clients that work with me one-on-one, they came through smaller programs. They started with digital products and they came into small group stuff. And then they rolled into mentorship programs. And finally they were like, nope, I want to go one-on-one. Like I need to keep scaling, keep growing. So everyone is different, right? But I wanted to, that's a come out on mind sharing both of those examples, because people always go, well, what if I'm service? And then somebody go, what if I'm product? It's going to be different the way that you respond to your clients based on whatever it is that you sell, okay? The next thing that we're going to do, after you write down response, you need to write down what your next step is. So you responded to them, and then you need to put so mine, I would have a question mark, right? I would draw another little circle and I'd have a question mark, and I have a line that says product suggestion, and then I would have another little line that says discovery call, because depending on how someone responds to me or with what they need and what their goals are is going to determine what the next step in our process is. But it's the same process all the time. So if you come back and you say you got $100 budget, guess what? You go over there to product suggestion. If you come back and you say, I want to work with you one-on-one and I got the money, I'm going to list to you, this is the different one-on-one options we have. When can I schedule you for a call? So you're going to go there, right? So you're going to go over here to product call. Then from the call, there should be another little line. And I should have the days. I should know if it takes 4 days, 5 days, 3 days, 7 days, however long it takes for me to drop a link to you and for you to use it and pay your deposit. Okay, if it's on the product suggestion, I should be able to go and look, and there should be a little line and say it took an hour, it took a day, or on the following Friday is whenever they went and purchased that product, right? How long does it take to purchase? That's how you work out your standard of procedures. And this is how you now can begin the process of mapping out your money. So that way, if you're a small business owner, it's not inconsistent months. Instead, you have very consistent months, because now you're able to know when you're able to see and say, oh, it takes me, 9 days to go from someone meeting me to getting them under contract, right? For us to work together one-on-one. Or for them to work with me as far as like their wedding or an event or something like that. From digital product, oh, it takes from the time this person slides in my DM, it takes 3 hours, right? From a DM to them going to sign up or purchase something. Everything is going to be different, but you have to map it out. Which one of your digital products do you recommend for learning more on awareness campaigns? Oh, I would tell you the Ultimate Biz Builder bundle. That's actually on sale tonight. I'm glad you said that. Side note, all of you guys who are wanting to learn and develop and grow your business and get more consistent sales, I have the Ultimate Biz Builder bundle. It is 22 videos. It's an amazing training. And it is normally $147, and it's on sale tonight for $20.19. So you can click the link in the bio, bit.ly/King Ashley Ann. Second link in the bio on Periscope. Only link in the bio on Facebook and Instagram, and you can get it for a hot $20.19. Blink, blink, blink. How many of y'all want a copy of tonight, and you think you're gonna want a copy of tomorrow? If you do, drop a heart or a smiley face emoji, and I think what I may do is a bonus for those of you who pick it up tonight and tomorrow, because I was gonna make them like a separate product. They still will be a separate. But we probably can send out a little email to y'all that purchase it, and we can make sure y'all, if you purchase tonight, you'll get tonight and you'll get tomorrow, and we'll add them. So then you got 24 videos instead of 22. Okay, for all of you guys that dropped a heart, if you purchase tonight, then we will make sure that you get it. Okay. Anyways, but do y'all understand about this whole standard of procedures? Okay. And how this works and how it's going to help you close more gigs, because now whatever you did that works, you're able to do it with every inquiry moving forward. And so now you can make more sales. And because you know your timelines, now you know how long you need to start working on something, or how soon in advance you need to put the wheels into motion so that you can actually make sales. What's the best for learning to convert sales? Are you talking about product? Content to currency probably is the best for sales and basics of business. Other than that, I have 6-week sales training, and that's a mentorship program, and I do it once a year. It'll be coming up in like June or July, and that's all we focus on is sales and closing deals. Hey, bonjour. Yes, baby. Yes, it will be available. I like the fact you give prices up front. In the coaching business, is often taught to give information at the end strategy session. I know, Latrina, I feel like there's trickery. I know that they do that all the time in our industry. They say, oh, don't tell anyone your prices, get them on the phone, talk to them. What they're trying to teach you to do, this is gonna sound bad, but it's true. They're trying to teach people to emotionally manipulate you. So this is, y'all want some game? Let me give y'all some game so y'all know, so y'all can look out, okay? And if somebody else does this, look, I ain't trying to pin your Cheerios. It just is what it is. Everybody runs their business in different ways, and this ain't the way I run my business. I'm straight up, so I ain't worried about it. So what they do is they're teaching people how to emotionally manipulate you. So the reason they don't want to give you the pricing is because they want to get you on the phone, or they want to get you, there at lunch or at the coffee shop, so they can start prying into your brain and prying into your heart and asking you, well, what would this mean to you if you did this and that, and blah 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 blah. They teach you to strategically ask questions that are going to make people emotional. And so then you can say, so then it's like, well, for only $19.97 or for only $10,000, I can do XYZ. And people are like, yes, I will do it because I need it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they teach people to do. I don't like doing that. That makes me uncomfortable. Emotionally manipulating people and spiritually manipulating people makes me extremely uncomfortable. So I don't run my business like that. I'm like, look, either you picking up what I'm putting down or you not. You know, either you want it or you don't. At the end of the day, that's how I feel. That may be a little bit cocky or a little bit egotistical, and I'm not trying to be that way. That's just the way that I feel about it, though. Shoot, you know, look, I'm a straight shooter. I'm gonna come to you. I'm like, look, this is wrong, that's wrong, this is wrong, and this is wrong, and we can improve it with XYZ. And I would be more than happy to help you, you know, complete this. And I'll be more than happy to help you get to your goals, and we can do it. And I'm going to set out a realistic timeline for you, you know. And so for me, that has been working. I don't mind putting my prices out there, even with my bridal clients. They know there's a minimum. Like the minimum, if you come into Ashley Ann's, is $5,000. If you don't have at least $5,000 for your design or decor service, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody else for you. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but the level of work that I produce, and I'm not being braggadocious, I am cold. Okay, with event design, you put me in a cardboard box and I'm gonna make that bad boy look brilliant, because that is the gift that I have. God has blessed my hands, real life. Okay, I am very gifted in that area. And if you look at my work compared to other designers, especially in the areas in the states of Arkansas and in Texas, okay, if you look at my work compared to a lot of people floating around, baby, they can't hold a candle to me. That's not being braggadocious. It is what it is, because I am walking in my gift. You know, some people are anointed for stuff. I am anointed for design. I'm anointed for business. Beautification and business, I got it sold up. Okay, blink, blink, blink. The only way it's ever gonna stop is if God say, you done with that. Like I'm not giving it to you no more. It is what it is. So that's my work. And in order to produce the type of work that I produce, I use higher quality products. I take a lot more time. My team is trained, you know, at another level. Like everything is different. That's why it all looks so well. I'm not cutting corners. I'm not finna be out here using your 5,000 mason jars that you got at somebody's garage sale. I'm not doing that, sir or ma'am. Okay, you take that to somebody else that will do it. It's no offense, but you have to know what you're willing to work with and what you're not willing to work with. And for me, I made a decision years ago. In my event design and production company, I said, it was a number I had in my head. And I said, if people are not willing to pay this, because I know what it takes to produce this event, I'm not going to put my name on something that I'm embarrassed to let people know that I did it. And I stuck to that. And it was hard at first, because I had so many people coming at me. Well, this person will do it for this price, and this person will do that, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's good. I'm not that person, though. You know what I'm saying? So you have to get to a point within yourself. You have to be comfortable enough to be able to walk away from some things and say, my price is my price. Now, I will say this, though. If you're going to say your price is your price, your work better be able to back it up. You just can't be out here like, my price is my price, and you giving people like hot garbage. You can't do that. Like if you're going to be bold enough to say my price is my price, your product or your service better be able to back it up. It needs to be superior in some way, right? It's going to have to look better, feel better, smell better. You got to have a better level of customer service. The delivery has to be better compared to other people. Like there has to be something there that makes it stand apart from other things or other vendors inside of your market, right? The atmosphere has to be better. The experience has to be better. There has to be something that is better for you to be able to justify you saying my price is my price. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So like for instance, and then some of y'all like, well, how does this apply like in the service? I mean, with a product. So in the biz building side of things, when I first started, there's some pay pimps that can attest to this. When I first started in these social media streets, I was fully aware. I said, y'all don't know me yet, and that's fine. Y'all don't know what I can do. I was very selective, and we're going to talk about this. This is going to be one of the strategies that we talk about tomorrow. So I'm not going to get too deep into it, because I knew today targeting and going through SOPs was going to take up all of our time, because that's like foundational. Like everyone needs to do that. But I was strategic in finding people to work for. And I worked for the free 99 because I knew it was a marketing and advertising cost. But I was like, this is going to let people know I'm the bomb. This is going to let people know I'm not talk. Like I'm about that action. I can make this happen. So the reason people will pay what they will pay for me to consult with their businesses and help them build funnels and work on their ads and manage their accounts and give them social media strategies. Look at how many receipts I got. It's nuts. Do me a favor. If you're in this broadcast right now, if you're here and you're listening to me and if you have made some money with me, if I have helped you make some money, drop the money bags, drop the credit card emojis, drop the little yen, euro, dinero, the little bank emojis, drop it. Okay. And y'all have seen my clients, they will tag me, they give video posts, they'll drop their money, they put amounts in. So for me, at this point, I've helped so many people make thousands and thousands of dollars and hundreds of thousands, and some of my clients have made millions of dollars at this point. Yes, I can charge my price point because it's an investment and you're going to get your return on it. And I'm not just talking out the side of my neck. There are all these people that have said, yes, this girl is the real deal. I did what she told me to do. I booked a client. I booked 10 clients. I booked 20. I booked 3 contracts. I made $200,000. I made $1 million. I made 10,000. I made 500. Thank you for everyone dropping all the money bags and dollar signs right now. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So you got to be willing to put in that work. And I'm going to just say this, like whatever your product or your service is, if you're going to say my price is my price, right? You better be able to back it up. You got to have the receipts. Okay. You have to have the receipts and you have to have some type of portfolio. You just can't be out here talking about my price is my price and you coming out here and you're above industry standard or you're above the market and you have nothing to show for it. So I want to leave you with that. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into Q&A. And side note, if you want a copy of tonight, if you want a copy of tomorrow, go ahead, click the link in the bio, buy the Ultimate Biz Builder bundle. Ultimate Biz Builder bundle is normally $147. I put it on sale for $20.19 for you guys. You can go and grab it. It is a a crap load of trainings about building up your business, helping you guys when you have issues as far as people paying your prices, people not purchasing your products, things like that, and how to fix them. Thank you for dropping that link for me, boo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Second link in the bio on Periscope, only one on Facebook and the Gram. So that's the thing, though. You can say your price is your price, though. If your work is cold, my work is cold, okay? Some people be like, oh, she is just so arrogant. I'm not arrogant. It's the truth, okay? My hands are blessed, okay? My footsteps are blessed, baby. My mind is blessed. My vision is blessed. Y'all don't tell yourself stuff like that every day? If you don't, that may be why you're failing, okay? You better call on them. God cannot lie. And if God said, I am blessed, I am blessed. That's right, baby. These dimples are blessed. Come on, Mitchell. That's right, Mitchell. My dimples are blessed, okay? With the deal tonight, help with a housekeeping business. Yes, especially if you're trying to use your social to build up more business. Is it geared mostly towards service business, online store business? It's just geared towards business in general. Thank you, Border Gardeners. Thank you, Border Gardeners. Let's see, you getting that bundle, get the bundle, baby. Discovery call also considered a consultation? Yes, it is. That's a really good question. So it is to an extent. So everyone uses their discovery sessions in different ways, okay? So some people say their discovery calls are like mini consulting sessions, okay? And so they're saying, I'm just here trying to discover basically what the problem is or what the root of the problem is, or maybe what your desire is, and then let's talk about some things that we can do, to help you get to where you would like to go. And then from there, they say, okay, if you want to continue to work together, you need to purchase this package, and this is going to be an hour long or 90 minutes or 3 days or 3 weeks or whatever it is. So yes, but it definitely is a form of a consultation. And during my discovery calls, I like to give people things that they can use. Hey, Be Captivating, what's the name of the app that reminds you when it's time to post? Planoly, Planoly. Planoly is what I like to use for that. Planoly. I like it. Hey, Marquita, what's going on, honey? Good to see you. Y'all, I went to high school with Marquita. We were on dance team together. Hey, girl, hey, what's going on? Unless it's somebody else named Marquita Sims, but that's not what the profile picture looks like. It looks like the Marquita that I know. Come to find out I did need alterations. Oh, man. That's good, though, Tanya. Save that money. So the Biz Builder will be good for my skincare line. Yes. Do, 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 do. Yes. Thank y'all very much for dropping the links for me. You didn't say hey from Georgia. Hey from Georgia. Hey girl, hey. Let's see. Her next screen. So many screens at one time. Hey God, all right. My husband called me and I told him I had to go. Ashley, it's like, girl, don't you be putting that husband on the back burner for me. You just hung up. Oh Lord, y'all don't do your husbands like that. Don't look if you have unless he ain't no count. if you have a good husband or a good wife, don't do that. Okay, like I do not want to be contributing. Okay, to fights in people's households. No Lord. And let me tell you this: it's hard to find a good man in these streets. If you have a good man or a good woman, because it's hard to find a good woman too. Because some of y'all trifling. If you got a good man or a good woman, don't be out here hanging up on your husband so you can catch me. I don't want your husband being mad at me, okay? I want your husband to like me. So that way when you say husband, I want to come to Accelerate 180 and it's August 29th through the 31st. Your husband gonna say, oh yeah, I like that Ashley Ann woman. Yeah, go on to Little Rock and go to Accelerate 180. Go pull up on her. That's what I want. You said, speaking of all, we need a chill scope. Had to do my mom like that earlier. Y'all are crazy. Any updates on the location of the conference? I'm coming from Boston and I can't wait. Yes. Okay. Shut up. Hold on. So let's go. Anyone who already purchased their tickets for Accelerate 180, first of all, thank y'all so much. I'm so excited. We have people coming from so many places. I saw people registered that are coming from Miami, Boston, Chicago, LA, London. I was so shocked. So many of y'all from the London Tea Room. Some of y'all are coming from Canada. I was like, shut your mouth. People coming from Des Moines, like just everywhere, Louisiana, Texas. You just purchased. Thank you, boo. All of that. So hotel accommodations. There are 2 hotels that we're still negotiating the rates because I think they can do better, but we should have those released in the next couple of weeks, okay? Next couple of weeks. So just hold your horses, okay? Hold your horses because we're trying to make sure y'all get some good rates on really, really great rooms. I'm not, we're not finna have y'all in the Motel 6. No disrespect to the Motel 6, but I wouldn't stay there, so I wouldn't want you to stay there. Yeah, old saying, treat people the way you want to be treated. Look, I'm not gonna be out here being like, you can go stay over here. No, I'm not anywhere that I would not lay my head. I will not be suggesting it. If you find that, you find that on your own. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You will not be out here talking about, I came to Little Rock, Arkansas, and I left with some bed bugs. The devil is a whole lie. That will be you all on your own. There won't be nothing to do with me. What product would be good for someone that doesn't have a product to sell but interested in learning? I would tell you not to purchase a product from me. I have this class that's called Biz Boom. It normally is $2,500 and I turned it into a free 10-day email course. It is really bomb at helping people assess like kind of their skills and passions and what they want to do. And a lot of people from there, they will determine what type of business they want to go into. So I would tell you to go get Biz Boom. Actually get that. Don't go buy anything first, and take that and go through it and actually like take the course seriously. And then once you finish it, I think it'll give you some insight into maybe some different businesses that you would be good at or some things that you would like to do. And yeah, that's what I would tell you to take first. And then after you get some direction with that, come to like Instacoin Academy or something like that so you can start working on building up your infrastructure and monetizing. Y'all ain't right. Good question. Also, I don't know if Britt Lachey is in here tonight. That's her name on Instagram, is Britt Lachey. Britt helps people find their purpose and kind of what they want to do and beginning processes and stuff like that. So if any of you guys are like, you want to start a business, but you don't really know what to do, I would encourage you to follow her for sure. And then I'm going to have Sandy from Hoodie States and Nikita B later on this month, and they're gonna be super duper dope, and I think they'll give some of you guys some clarity too, y'all that know that you want to do something but you don't really know what you want to do yet. So yeah, all right y'all, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are on the planet Earth. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. If it's morning time or daytime where you are, have a productive and a prosperous day. If it's evening time, get yourself a good night's rest. All right. I love you and thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. A special thank you to everyone watching me on Facebook. Y'all know the more of y'all that watch, the longer y'all watch, the more of y'all that share it, the bigger my Facebook check is. So I appreciate that so much. Okay. Help your girl come up. Blink, blink, blink. Those of you who have already registered for Accelerate 180, and for those of you that are going to register for Accelerate 180, go check the site. A lot of you guys were asking for payment plans for the executive seating. Got you covered. Okay, blink, 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 $49.97. Just like that. All right. Hey, look at God work. And and for those of you who enjoyed tonight's content and you want to make sure you get a copy of tomorrow, because tomorrow we got like 10 or 11 things to go through that's going to help you build up your client base. Make sure that you click the link in the bio, bit.ly/King Ashley Ann. Second link on Periscope, only one on Facebook and the Gram. That is how you can get the Ultimate Biz Builder Bundle for only $20.19. Okay, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell a helper, tell a hustler, tell somebody your upline, tell somebody your downline, tell somebody that needs to make some money, okay, about all of that. I will see you guys tomorrow. If I'm still not feeling well, I will be on early tomorrow too, because your girl is trying to get into bed like an old lady. All right. Love y'all. All right. I love you guys. Have a fabulous day. Stay safe. Stay clean. Like what we teach works. Blink, blink, blink. Boom. There we go.